A new film featuring award-winning actors Claire Foy and Jessie Buckley is now in theaters here in D.C. It's called Women Talking. The movie highlights women of an isolated religious community here in the 21st century who are struggling with the reality of these times and with their faith. Here's a sneak peek.
I want to stay and fight.
But won't we lose the fight to the men and be forced to forgive them anyway?
I want to stay and fight too.
No one's surprised that you do. All you do is fight. Is this really how we are to decide the fates of all the women in this colony? And just another vote where we put an X next to our position? I thought we were here to do more than that.
You mean talk more about forgiving the men and doing nothing?
Everything else is insane. But none of you will listen to reason.
Well, why are you here with us? Why are you still here with us if that is what you believe? Just leave with the rest of the do-nothing women.
She is my daughter, and I want her here with us.
Is forgiveness that's forced upon us true forgiveness?
Keep nonsense like that to yourself, please.
Oh, it's a fascinating journey these women go on. I'm joined now by Claire Foy and Jessie Buckley. Ladies, welcome to Great Day, Washington.
Thank you
for having us.
Absolutely. Okay, this movie is different from a lot of what we've seen. We know it's based on the best-selling book, but Claire, how do you describe this journey that these women are going on and the decisions they have to make?
Yeah, I feel like it's very apt that you're in Washington, because I feel like the film is quite an interesting parallel to the process of democracy. These women are basically representative of the rest of their community, and they have to make an incredibly important decision about whether they leave the community, whether they stay and fight, or whether they stay and do nothing. And all of them are able to have opposing opinions, have really kind of robust conversations about this, and leave space for each other to express themselves without taking it personally, and then come to a collective conclusion which benefits the whole, which I think is something that we could all learn from.
Yes, we need more talking, that is for sure, and less fighting. And Jessie, women talking, especially the power of women coming together, right? I mean, you may not all agree totally, but you do have the collective's, best interests at heart.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I guess that's where you really grow from, is being able to have a space where everybody's heard and everybody can express in a safe, trusting environment, and be, everybody's perspectives be held and also be changed. And, we had these kind of Joan of Arc trailblazers like Sarah Pauli and Fran McDormand and Dee Dee Gardner creating that space for us. And it was amazing. I mean, I think we should all probably get into a room of women talking more often.
We might get a lot more done, won't we?
We've got some good things to say. We've got some good things to say.
Oh, I love it so much. And Claire, you talked a little bit about, there's so much about forgiveness in this movie, but not just forgiving those that have wronged you, but forgiving yourself as well.
Yeah, I think forgiveness is kind of the central tenet of the Mennonite faith, and the women, they hold it very close to their hearts. They're able to have this real faith that sees them through, but also wrestle with that and struggle with the complexity of what that means. And I think that so much of my character, Salome, especially, is forgiving herself for allowing it to have happened to her child, these attacks, allowing it to have happened to herself, her mother, her sister. But also being part of the problem, I think, is the thing that the women also wrestle with, is that, everybody is engaged in this in some way. And I think that they really ask some big questions to themselves when it comes to that. But forgiveness, they know, is the path to their future life, I think.
Claire and Jessie, thank you so much for taking the time with us this morning and taking us on this incredible journey. What a wonderful movie that's been getting critical acclaim. So congratulations to both of you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, ladies. Women Talking is now playing here in D.C. and will be opening on more markets on January 13th. A really fascinating film.